Okay, so I gotta get this shit off of my chest because it irritated me, I have to be honest. And so Travis, whenever asked about the evil orange man attending, talking about it's awesome, it's a great matter, no matter who the guy is and all this shit. So I have to say that this was some cowardly shit to say. Some people say, oh, this was a PR answer and he's trained and all this shit. Okay, but there's a way to sidestep the question because Jalen Hurts was asked if there's pressure with that man attending, and he literally said, no, ma'am. He sidestepped the question. He's not giving any outward praise. Like, you see how you can do that? You see how you can sidestep the question, basically avoid the question and all that shit. And do I think Travis supports him? No, because when they're doing Pfizer commercials and like that's typically like a Democrat thing to do. He's dating Taylor Swift. We know Taylor Swift don't give a fuck about that man and everything. So it would seem, based on other things he's said and done, that he doesn't support him and everything like that. However, there was a far better way to answer this question. He got to be held accountable for the shit. I would have not have expected this from him. I think that is incredibly disappointing. And I think anybody defending him needs to be fucking for real. This is a grown man we're talking about, mind you. A grown man we're talking about. He's what, 35 years old? And y'all are going out of your way to defend him, talking about, oh, he doesn't mean it. Okay, then he should have fucking said something else. I'm sorry. Like, this is some bullshit to say. This is some bullshit to say. Out of everything you could have said, this is what you picked. And this is a great tweet that kind of sums up how I feel. And I said, I hate the attitude of he is the president and therefore having him as an honor. No, sir, he is an evil individual and has already ruined many people's lives and will continue to for as long as he has any semblance of power. And exactly, this is exactly what I mean. Even if you don't support him, anything that is giving something that sees him in a positive light, like, people are going to spin it like this. It's going to piss people off, okay? So you have to be careful about what you could say. And you say PR, this and that, but like I said, there's a way to sidestep a question. You could have avoided the question, okay? He knows how to do that. He knows how to do that. We see him do that before. And all of a sudden, he's saying this bullshit. Also, with someone who he said that he fucking hates. He said he hates your girlfriend. You're talking about, oh, it's an honor to have him. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is some bullshit, okay? Like I said, very disappointing. And there's that. Patrick Mahomes pissed me off with his bullshit too, talking about it's always cool to be able to play in front of somebody. And I think that Trump said he liked his game or whatever. And this nigga basically grinning ear to ear. Mind you, a few months ago, he was talking about, I'll never endorse a presidential candidate. I won't use my platform for that. People have invited me for that. And then they're saying shit like that paints him in a positive light. He could very well have said the same shit whenever Biden was in office, and Biden said the same shit. I know that they went to go visit Biden and shit like that. But just the optics of it, bro. The optics of it. That shit that his wife was liking on Instagram, I did not forget about that, and fuck her. I can't stand him. But I mean, she and him both have to be held accountable, okay? A lot of times we hate on the women, but he has to be held accountable for that because, hey, that's who he picked to marry. Okay, that's who he picked to marry. So I think that we have to kind of have that and everything. But it's just like, bro, I really want to just enjoy this. I got into this because of the whole Travis and Taylor thing, and it's become something that I've learned and something that I've really, really enjoyed. And this shit is why people don't enjoy the sport of football, because of how exclusionary that it can be and the types of beliefs that you're peddling for it. And it's extremely problematic. Me as a biracial person, you know, seeing all the shit that Trump is doing, you know, and taking back stuff that has been rolled out in favor to help Black people, that is directly affecting me. Seeing the stuff he's putting out, you know, hurting immigrants, LGBT people, the stuff that he's putting out at, you know, trans people and like all these minorities, like that shit is hurtful to people, okay? And like the damage, like it's big. So anybody who wants to say, oh, why does it matter who they support? Like I said, I don't think that Travis supports him, but, you know, for the argument, they're like, oh, why does it matter? Because it's really affecting lives. People don't fucking understand that. And like, it's irritating me. You know how many people voted for him and they didn't realize the shit that he was doing until it affected them? Maybe you should have read his fucking policies instead of voting based off of vibes and because you're a fucking bigot. Maybe you should have read that shit. Maybe you should have read that shit and not voted off that. I don't know how you can vote for somebody and not know what their fucking policies are. So, like, you had that, and politics matter. I am so sorry. Anybody who tries to sidestep politics and they never talk about it, 9 times out of 10, it's white people. White people want to act like that shit don't matter because they're not having to deal with the effects of racism and certain things, and that shows a lot of fucking privilege. I'm sorry. I'm always going to stand up for what I believe in first and foremost, and I really believe in holding people accountable. Yes, I enjoy what Patrick and Travis do on the football field. I really, really do. However, you can say, hey, they said some fucked up bullshit that they should be held accountable for. I think that we can do both of those things. And so shit like that makes it hard for me to, you know, root for them and like enjoy the shit. It really fucking does. I have other teams that, you know, I root for and everything, and other teams that I will watch. But unfortunately, a lot of people are peddling the shit, you know, and everything. And it's really disappointing. So I don't know. I want to enjoy the Super Bowl this upcoming Sunday. I'll probably get some shit, to be honest with you. I'll probably be wearing it in videos. But anytime I see bullshit like this, I'm always going to stand up against it because I don't believe in this shit. I never will. My channel is definitely not a platform for bigotry or anything like that. And if you see this video and you say, why is it a big deal? You're a fucking idiot. You know why it's a big deal, and don't be dense. Don't be dense. You know why it's a big deal for people like me, and just the people that have been affected across the globe. And anyone who wants to comment about DI bullshit or go back to the kitchen and blah blah blah, like I don't have time for that shit. I don't care how many negative comments, dislikes, or whatever the fuck this video gets, because I'll post it on TikTok and YouTube. But bottom line, shit that they said was fucked up, and this is why people don't get into sports, because of shit like this. They should both be ashamed of it. I don't give a fuck, PR or not. Like I said, there's a way to sidestep it, i.e. Jalen Hurts. I don't want to hear that. And yeah, I hate when people act like there's not valid reasons to dislike Mahomes. When you have this shit, when you have the person that he's married to, when you have this shit with the Bills last year and Kadarius Toney going offsides, and the way that he reacted to that and Travis reacted to that and the team reacted to that was awful. You guys lost. He was offsides. Get over that shit, bro. And that shit has always pissed me off, and people want to make excuses saying that he was just mad at Kadarius Toney and he needed, a reason for that and everything, and so he was saying that. I don't give a fuck what it was, okay? You handled it like a grown fucking man. These are grown men. I'm not going to go out of my way to defend men. These men know better. They know the power in what they're saying. They have a lot of fucking privilege. It's not going to sit right with me. I'm sorry. So I'm going to hold them accountable. I want to enjoy things, and they're making it hard for me. They're making it hard for me. So if you see a retweet, if you see something in support of his game, I do like his game, but this bullshit, it's just, why? Why the fuck do you have to do this to people support you? Like, they don't think about that shit, and that's what really pisses me off. Do better, bro. Do better. And yeah, I have to get this off my chest. As a Chiefs fan, I have to address this before the Super Bowl. It's going to sit on my mind, on my conscience, and it's only right. But anyways, let me know what you think down below in the comments, but they piss me off. I'm sorry.